Atna course. Get smart. Get ahead.
So now let us see what are the various payment systems in the United States. The topics that we are going to see in this module is what are the type of payment systems in the United States and what is the role of Federal Reserve in the United States payment systems. Now let us see what are the various types of payment systems in the United States. The US payment system comprises of the following types of payments. The first one is the cash payment. So not only in India, even all over the world, cash is still a most common form of payment. So that is there in United States also. So this is the most common form of payment in the United States. And it is also a widely used medium of exchange. They have a currency note and they have coins. So they are the legal tender throughout the United States. So for example, a person who is in New Jersey and who is having a currency, he can travel all the way to Texas and use the same currency to make the payment or depositing in any account. The next one is the non-cash payments. So in the United States, non-cash payments are actually done through checks, ACH credits and debits. When you say ACH, it means automated clearing house. So where a lot of financial transactions are done in an electronically facilitated network. And it's done through funds transfer over Fedwire and chips. So when you say Fedwire, it's basically, earlier it was known as Federal Reserve Wire Network. So it's basically a real-time gross settlement funds transfer system. That is Fedwire. The other one is called chips. So it's basically clearinghouse interbank payment system. So both Fedwire and chips facilitate huge volume of transactions in United States. And the other form of payments are credit cards and debit cards. Let's further categorize the non-cash payments. So the first one is the checks. So customers can make payments through cash or they can use checks. In India, the number of checks usage has increased, but in the United States, the volume of checks that they have used has decreased because of the transactions that are done through ACH and payment cards. People prefer doing transactions through ACH and payment cards. So we spoke about ACH. Like it said before, ACH is an automated clearing house. So it's one of the clearing form of payment which is used for making recurring or non-recurring funds transfer. So a customer would be required to pay a housing loan. In United States, it's called a mortgage. So he needs to make the mortgage payments. So there he uses ACH. Or a person has to receive money from somebody, from an institution. So that is also facilitated through ACH. So depending on the transaction, it could be a debit or a credit. So if it's a credit for me and it could be a debit for some other person. So most of the retail payment transactions are done through the automated clearing house in the United States. The other one is the Fedwire and chips. So as I said before, Fedwire is a real-time gross settlement funds transfer system and huge volume of transactions are processed in the United States using Fedwire. Other one is the chips, which is called the clearinghouse interbank payment system. So it is also used for making funds transfer across the United States. So the first one is the ACH, and after ACH, Fedwire and chips are used predominantly for making funds transfer in the United States. The next one is called the payment cards. So this is the most preferred form of payment for customers and retailers. So the common form of payment cards are credit cards, debit cards and prepaid payment instruments. So as I said before, the prepaid payment instruments are where you pay some dollars and then you get a loaded card. So it could be a Visa card, it could be a MasterCard, it could be a card provided by any other institution, but the money is already there in the card. So the person can carry the card to any establishment and use the card for making the payment. POS, there is a point of sale infrastructure that is also growing as customers feel it's easy to use. So POS is a boon for them. So it's used by them for not only making a transaction but also for making cash withdrawals. And ATM is again very predominantly used, wherein a customer can make a cash deposit, or he can make a cash withdrawal, or he can make a checkbook request, make stop payments, and he can request the statements through ATM. Next comes the internet or mobile phone banking. So where the customers can make funds transfer, or they can make bill payments, or they can make online securities through internet or mobile phone banking. Now let us see what is the role of Federal Reserve in the US payment systems. Like Reserve Bank, Federal Reserve is the central bank in the United States, and they play a major role in the payment and settlement systems. So each payment transaction, irrespective of the amount and irrespective of the number, is actually managed by the Federal Reserve, and this is used for processing large value transactions as well as transactions related to the security settlement system. So not only in India, even in the United States, there are a lot of securities settlement that has to happen. So that is also facilitated by Federal Reserve. So apart from the above functions, Federal Reserve also regulates all the banks and financial holding companies. So it's not that a bank can operate independently and they can facilitate this funds transfer transaction. All these banks and companies have to be part of Federal Reserve, and they need to abide by the rules and regulations that are provided by the Federal Reserve. So it's not that they can act on their own. Each and every transaction, there is a rule, there is a regulation which has to be mandatorily followed, and that is done by all the banks to ensure that the transaction is done as per the guidelines of Federal Reserve System. And in the United States, the mergers and acquisition is a major area wherein the banks, two banks can merge, and there could be an acquisition. Acquisition in the sense, if a bank can buy another bank, and other cases, two banks getting merged. So merger and acquisition is a huge transaction in a bank. So that is also regulated by Federal Reserve. There are multiple laws, multiple instructions which has to be abided by when the mergers or acquisitions are done. So Federal Reserve also issues regulations to ensure that customers are provided with all the necessary information and are treated fairly in all the banking transactions. So Federal Reserve states that every customer is an important customer and you cannot say no to a customer. So if the customer feels that he has been not properly treated by the bank, because banks are there to provide services. So if the customer feels that he has not been given the service, he can actually complain to the regulator, and they will take strict action against the bank if the bank is at fault. Similarly, if the customer wants any particular information about the bank or about his or her account, it has to be definitely given by the Federal Reserve.
Apna course. Get smart. Get ahead.